What's up, y'all? I am about to start playing with some cuffs. Thought I'd play a little music while I was waiting to see if anyone showed up. So, well, hey there, Humboldt. How are you? Got to put the guitar in the stand. Mr. Not Too Dead, how you doing, sir? Inspired by your marvelous display of collection and skill, I thought I would share what I'm doing with the world. Well, first of all, picking on the guitar with the finest pick. Money can't even buy these. Let's pick it with McD Poor. That's our boy, you know. We love him. Nola, how you doing? You know what I mean? I try not to. I try. So what I was doing tonight, I don't know. You may have seen it, you may not seen it. I've been practicing trying to get out of 3 pairs of these as fast as I can. And come down to this tool, and I can get out of them in about 12 seconds. Sometimes it's a couple seconds longer. Once in a while, it's a few seconds shorter. I'm trying to shave time. But this is the tool. Finally, a lot of practice, a lot of trial, error, things like that. It is a tubular pick from Covert Instruments that you can see. I've thinned it down kind of in all dimensions a little bit. I haven't touched the corners too much, so but it takes me back to some previous attempts and current attempts at taking broken picks and shaving them down, modifying them. Well, this one actually was a knife tool. That was the first one I kind of started modifying, but seeing what I got to do to get them to pick cuffs. You know what I mean? That's funny. Nola and Humboldt, that's funny. Yeah, I didn't jump. I was on Not Too Dead, so I wanted to catch his firecracker stuff, and I work this Sunday nights. It's always hard to catch new houses when he's on Sundays generally, but I got to get on all those guys. But that threw me off. Do it upside down behind your back and double lock and then triple lock and use your teeth, please. That's gonna be like behind a paywall, my brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? We'll do it though. We'll do it. So like I said, there's a bunch of little picks and stuff, I'm modifying. I recently got this little 7-piece precision needle file set to modify, pick, and do things with. Nice little sets, cheap little set. Husky makes some pretty good tools. I got to get better stuff to like cut keys and do some good challenge lock modification, but this makes it easy to take it and just start shaving it down how I need it, whichever side it is. I do have some larger files if I want to kind of really do a bigger flat down kind of thing, but that's what I'm doing. So I'm working with these most lately. This is my money tool. Just goes in there and opens the cuff. So that's kind of my, that's my parameter. That's what I'm shooting for. But that doesn't mean necessarily that this is best in all pairs of cuffs. Like might be too wide, too thick, too this, too that. So I might pick up another pair of cuffs, and it might not hit quite as well. Oh, I had it. Oh, so sometimes it's a little bit of a different spot, a little bit different angle, things like that, and the tool would be perfect for it. But you know, you kind of got to know the cuff. So in trying to, oh, that was actually a modified one. So what I was going to be sitting here doing tonight is testing out these different tools and seeing, you know, what they're not fitting or hitting. That's a little stupid. And that happens, you know, tolerances are different and it feels different doing it one side over the other. So I'm probably just doing it wrong. There's Chicago hinged. There we go. But that was the money shot. So let's see if one of our other modified picks from Broken Picks get in there and get this for me. Kind of help me figure out, you know, I want one tool. Well, it worked. I want one tool to kind of get them all, you know. So take a quick look. Yeah, I've broken a lot of picks. Well, it's mostly broken rakes. Let's be honest, it's all broken rakes. Yeah, just trolling chats. What's up, Nola? The Nola Troller ride. How you doing, brother? Let's go to you. So let's go ahead and try another pair of hinge cuffs. These are pretty special to me. I got the black ones, you know, but police agencies don't order the, you know, cool colors. They just order the, you know, this. But my local police, this is the pair of cuffs they use. It is the Peerless hinged, and it's just a little bit of a special joy to me to pick these every time, knowing that if I get arrested locally, these are the cuffs I will be cuffed in. And so this little tool mod right here seems to be working well. We're going to roll through some more on it. We'll try a regular pair of Chicago's. Works really well on those. In all honesty, I think Chicago's are pretty much, I don't know, not too dead. If you're in the chat, I think Chicago's are pretty much on par with Peerless. I don't think they're any easier or harder. I've gotten to play with a number of different types, so that's one of the ones. There's that. And then, yeah, I'll put those all over there. These are my Smith & Wessons. Yeah, all right. These are a tight little keyway, strong little spring. It can be a little harder to get it open when you're doing Peerless and Chicago's. But one thing I learned from Coxie, it's kind of when you find a spot, it's a way to stay with it and walk it so you don't slip off it. Oof. I'm getting it like bit by bit. What's going wrong here? So maybe it's the side. But, yeah. So what happens a lot with me though too is things get bent. And so if I'm trying it that way, it might be bent out of the activation zone, I guess you could kind of call it. So if I flip it around, it might work. So that's what worked there. All in all, so far, this particular, dimensions of this profile seem to be working. So as I'm working on other things, I will kind of try to match them to that more. You see, this one's a little too thick in that direction. So I'm definitely going to have to slim it down to get closer to that. And now this one almost has like a little point on one side, a round on one side. So it leaves me with more of a money side and more of a work side. And that little bit of difference can matter depending on the pair of cuffs. So let's keep working with them. Did I just open these? Maybe I didn't. So if you do have a little bend or a curve, you want that curve to be going inside of the body, because that's where it's trying to get in under and hit that pawl. So if you actually kind of bend a tiny bit of a curve into your pick, it'll be a little helpful, as long as you know which way you're supposed to be going with that. A pair of Chicago's. I don't know if I did these already, but nice Chicago X55s. They're good to learn on, though. And they have a little bit, well, I guess they're a little bit better than Peerless because they're a little harder to side shim with a paper clip. A pair of Chicago aluminum lightweights with the Stu 2 locks on there. Hey, if I get free engraving, I gotta put something on there, right? So, again, like I told you, if you got a curve, go inside the body. I was just trying to do it not inside the body. So when I switch that little bit of bend to inside the body, I have a lot better results. I'm less likely to miss, slip off the pawl. Less likely, I'm better, better able to feel what's going on there. And then these are the ASP Sentries, which, I don't know, if you just stick that in that end, they open. I don't know, you can do that with anything. Zigzag wrappers, straws, blades of grass. That's what Not Too Dead did. That's a stellar video. Coxie did it as well. If you guys don't know Coxie's picks. He's a legend amongst escape artists. He's a Shacklemen, which is Shacklemen Cuff Club is our escape club. And Coxie's a Guinness record holder. And he's a mentor to all of us that are doing all this stuff now. So, I'm going to grab my beer real quick. I'm going to light something up. No, I'm about to strap on the 3 Peerless and give that a try. I'm taking a moment to kind of look back through the chat and see how Noel is messing with me. Broke Picks, what's up? Broke Picks and I are going to meet up at some point, which is pretty awesome. All right. Sweet. If anyone's got any questions about cuffs, throw them in the chat. I'll see it and answer it. Or if not, Not Too Dead is my co-founder for the Shacklemen Cuff Club. He's a fellow escape artist. Noel is one of our guys. There probably is maybe one more in there that I missed. Maybe not. But let me crack this beer, take a few sips, and then I'll try to do a little run on the 3 pairs of Peerless. So, all right. These are the Peerless 700C. I'm going to get a few more pairs of these to do more than 3. And then I'm going to start getting multiple pairs of the 750Cs. Because I like doing multiple cuff escapes. And at some point I'm going to try to set some records. Or break some records. Or one or the other. Or both. You know what I mean. Alright. So I got those 3 on. I have my camera set up really bad to do this around. But we'll give this a shot. I guess it's not too bad. Can you see that? Alright, let me change my chair. Maybe I can do it that way. Alright. I have not picked these in 2 days, so forgive me if it's not as quick as it should be. Well, there's one side. Oh, I'm missing it. That was frustrating. And then I missed it. Oh. So, not as fast as it should have been, but we can all agree it's a pretty decent time, right? I mean, my best time so far is 12 seconds. So that's 4 seconds per cuff, or pair of cuffs, which means it's 2 seconds per cuff. And in talking to my mentor, Coxie, from Coxie's Picks, I definitely should be able to shave 2 seconds off my best time. And I got to keep practicing. It's crazy because I started out at about 30 seconds and then started shaving from there. Little by little with guidance and advice from my mentor. So let's try it again, see if we can do it a little bit better. Y'all ready? All right. Go. Oh, I messed that one up. Messed that one up. Oh my god, what's going on? You know what it was? It was too far down my wrist. I had the angle wrong. And it cost me vital seconds. So, there's another quick 3 bust. What's going on? I've got 4 likes. I had a lot of people watching. 4 likes. Thanks. Come on, thumbs up. I don't even ever say that. I should just have more than 4. Come on. All right. So, once again, we're testing these out. This is a pretty decent tool. Obviously, I bent it, which doesn't make it bad. It just makes it a little more specialized. So I have to know that when I'm using it. I have this one as well that I need to kind of check out and try. So we're going to give this a little shot. Close up some cuffs. I'll put the Peerless over there. We'll do a 3 cuff test on that if I think it works. And we'll open all this other stuff first. Now, these are the ASP Sentries. They're a fucking joke. they're just a joke, man. Although, watch me not open them. I think I need to shave this one down. I've not shaved this one down. Alright. Go back to this one. Keyhole on both sides, so there's no, key holes up difficulty involved with that. They are, like I said, you can just kind of stick anything in there as a shim, and even if it's tough, you can work it out. Deadlocks once referred to these as the master lock of handcuffs, and man, that was pretty good. So they're not even a test. This is a better test. Oh wait, I was testing the other one. Where'd it go? All right, here it is. That's a multi-pick broken rake. It was the Bogota 10, which I would like to replace. Ooh. A little too thick in there. Or maybe I'm not. Try it on a... Not working. They don't all work. Let's go back to this one. Oh, there we go. I was like, did I totally lose the touch? Because that would suck. All right. Oh, once again, back to the slight curve. If I'm not putting the curve to the right side, I'm not going to get a quick result. Let's go wrong side on the curve. See it? Look at that. I got to reach around and feel for it. That's going to be an annoying, but if I go the right side on it, right away. Hey, I got a 5th like. Somebody listened. Y'all rock. Alright. I'm going to see about, let's just pick them real quick. Again, these are the cuffs that my local police use. Hinged Peerless. And it gives me joy to get out of these. Knowing that if I were to be arrested locally, I know for a fact that I can struggle, but I'll get out of these. So, they're a quality cuff. In fact, I think it's supposed to be kind of mainly the same cuff but it is a tiny bit tighter on the keyway around the post than this. It's a little bit stronger spring, and definitely just by having the hinge, your wrists are closer together, and you don't have the ability to, fold up and do as much. So it's you're getting into high security once you're unhinged, and if you're getting out of that, then you're popping out of high security. So these definitely, as a hinged cuff, are a lot harder to get out of than the Chicago equivalent. Let's go ahead and show the tags. The Great Stu Dini's do 2 locks on both guys. So let me go, actually, while I have these, let me go back to the modified knife tool. I'm pretty sure I have to make the. Ooh, I was thinking I was gonna have to slim this down some more to get into these some of these tighter spaces, but I may have slimmed it enough. Oh, see, may not have. That way. Huh. Why is it not hitting? Oh, I had it. Yeah, it's still a little too thick. So that little bit of lean I need to do on it to bring it around under, just the tiniest bit, but it's still a little too jammed in there to make it an easy, quick pop. So I definitely have to modify this one some more, make it thinner in this direction. I definitely have to modify this one a little bit more, a little thinner in this direction. And there might be a few little slight modifications to this guy, but it was hitting really well. So we're gonna try. I'll try the knife tool or something. Let's pop 3 back on and do another 3 cuff escape. Ooh, camera shock. Camera shock. Although, I'm not gonna lie, I need to wet my whistle a quick minute here. And spark one up, if y'all don't mind. Did the chat die, or is my thing just not refreshing it? Last thing I saw was Not Too Dead say Shacklemen right after Pete said, "Did I miss the Peerless cuffs?" If someone could throw something in the chat just to see if it works for me, I'd appreciate that. And if you did, and I can't see it, that's BS. You know what I mean? So, let's see if the knife tool can get me out of 3 pairs. Like I said, it's pretty close, but I do have to thin it down. But I can probably struggle. Speaking of struggle, I put these on wrong. I don't even have a keyhole to get into. We're gonna have to deal with that. That's what happens. So it gives us an opportunity to show a cool thing on that side. So we will just work these from here. Oop, I put that one on wrong too. See how much I'm not paying attention? Alright, so 2 holes down, 1 hole's up. Alright, so with this, let's go ahead and show y'all the paperclip side shim. So there is a gap in the tolerance of Peerless cuffs right down in the bottom corner. It allows you to use a paper clip or something similar to get inside there and shim, which for escape artists, when we say we're shimming cuffs, we're coming in from, one of the sides, and we're pressing the pawl down to allow the cuffs to come completely off. So that's how a paper clip can get you out of the Peerless cuffs. Now, as I understand it, they put a lot of technology and planning and engineering into stopping people from picking them with paper clips this way. They kind of ignored that spot. So let's give you guys a show of that on one pair up close. This is kind of a medium thickness paper clip, not too small, not too big. As Coxie says, you bend it into the L. What you're going to do with this paper clip is slide it into here. Once it gets down to that point, it's going to push the pawl down and allow the bow to come out. You're going into the bottom corner right here. Right there, it starts touching something. I know from this point, I can feel the resistance as it slides in, and then that's going to come out. That's a paper clip pick side shim of the Peerless 700s. So let's, you know what, since you're all here, I am going to show you. Oh, I got this to do it. Take a quick second. Show you a pretty cool pair of cuffs. Ewell H&R Super style, which makes them high security is the fact that the key is in the bottom here of the stem, and this hinge has to be right for you to even be able to get the key in there. So it's quite different from handcuff keys. It's very hard to pick. It's not real hard to get the double lock off, but it's pretty hard to pick. I've managed to pick it, but it's been kind of a fluke. However, nice thing about these for escape artists is that there is a bypass available to get in. Oop. My arm's pressing it. So what you're doing when you do that, because this isn't like your traditional pawl. See, there's a little gear wheel in there that this catches on and stops on. Allows it to go that way, not that way. And there's a thing below it that you have to get in there and push down, so it's not stopping the wheel from moving, and it allows that to come free. So let's take a quick look at that from the direction we're doing it. In all honesty, I'm not quite sure what I'm hitting. I understand the mechanism, but I kind of do just feel around to make sure I get it. I can tell you that this being the front, that being the back, if your hook is faced to the back, while you're trying to come in under this wheel and push it down, you're going to have better success. If your hook is faced that way, it's going to be harder to kind of catch it and get it. That's just a little tip on the H&R Super. They're not Yule, they're H&R. Yeah, H&R Super styles. But they're definitely fun. They're a really cool cuff. And I'm going to figure out how to pick them. That's one of the goals for this channel. All right. I want to talk, since we're talking cuffs, we're talking picking cuffs and that kind of stuff. I have, so these are regular bobby pin. This is like an oversized bobby pin. I have found this tool to be useful for making picks, picking cuffs and things like that. They stand up to the abuse of multiple usage, but they are too thick for certain things. So it's one of those things that, how much do I want to modify it? You know, how much do I want to play with it before I can make it useful? But if I pay attention, I can find a place that each kind of tool is useful, you know? See what I mean? So I just like to sit around here, pile of cuffs, and all the tools, and see what I can come up with. Like using one of these common hair clippy things, cheap as hell. But once you break it up, it becomes pretty good shim. Until I want to use it on live. Well, I want it to fit. Oh, there it is. So, once again, the shim, we're getting into there, that pawl, and we're either pressing it down or we're just putting a barrier between those ridges and those ridges so it'll slide. That's the whole point of shimming. And like I said, this is a great little, I got them all over all my little kits, handcuff kits, pick kits, everything. They all have these because they work really, really well. That coating on it really helps to slide. They're pretty thin, and then actually after you use it a few times, this one's overused, bent the hell out of it, it just becomes money. And there's some where you barely even have to, you don't even have to touch the bow, you can just slide it in at a certain point. So it's absolutely a wonderful shim. I have busted them out into just individual shims to use with cuffs. And this is a hard one for it to work on, but if I work it in there, maybe it'll work. It's just a little too thick to be smooth. I think it's stuck. Yeah, see, this one was fresh. Need to be worked out more before I got into that. So, my boy Not Too Dead sent me these. One of the beautiful things about having a handy dandy pair of these is when you keep getting things stuck in things, you need to be able to pull them out. That's the old Ozark 12-in-1 multi-tool. Kind of testing that out. Just got that in the mail. So, I feel like I should do another run at the 3 cups. I know that the viewership changes, so if there's new people, I want them to be able to see what's up. See what kind of the whole game of me doing this is. I like getting out of stuff. I like doing it fast. I like doing it weird. Alright. Yeah, still. Yeah, I mean, either the chat's dead or I can't see it, so I apologize if I can't see it, and if it's dead, damn it, say something. Alright. I, once again, need to imbibe a little bit, if you don't mind, whilst I hit the Vic. You know, actually, we're going to use, let me find it. Alright. We're going to use a multi-pick long reach for this escape. And I'm not going to try to speed. I'm going to take my time so I don't screw the pick up. But multi-pick is having multi-pick a journey, multipick.com, is having a Black Friday sale. So if you are interested in some really quality picks and a lot of different options, check them out. All right. They happen to be, I run a Mitten Lock Sport, which is a lock sport group for vets, and multi-pick was the first product sponsor for the group, in full disclosure, but I love their product. So all right, what I'm doing is, again, I have the curve to go towards the inside of the body. So as I put it in there and I kind of swoop it around, I'm feeling for the pawl. So I find it, engage it, and just kind of work it. Walk it. There's 2. There's 3. And this is the multi-pick. You have the long reach, the spoon, or there's, different people call it different things. It is on their thing the PN54, the Elite PN54. It's a 0.6 millimeter pick. This one was made in 2024. They sent a lot of pick sets from a vet group. They sent some picks for me to play with. They're some pretty cool people. So, and all right, that one I missed because I went back straight. I didn't have a little bit of a lean. So that little bit of a lean pushes that curved piece or that bent piece or whatever way you're working on that underneath the housing to actually catch the pawl. So that's how I'm going to get myself out. And then thankfully, did not seem to bend this up very much because I'm taking my time. I'm not going for speed there. What else can we show you? Well, might as well go ahead and show you my favorite flaw of the ASPs is that you can beat them with just about any kind of wrapper you come up with. Let's get it to where it's touchable. That's bent too thick, so we'll just get in there. Oh, I fell off the bend. All right. Come on, there you go. And those cuffs are open. Compliments of zigzag. Yeah, these are really terrible. I don't know if there's any actual buddy that uses these for real cuffs, but you can just take any random turner, stick it in there, and open them. Pretty much, like I said, any pick. Oop, went too far. We'll get it open. Let's try what I know is a 25 thousandths pick. No, 20,000. I know it's 20 thousandths. Very easy to get in there. Oh, I mean, shit. That's a 40 thousandths thick turner. And that'll get in there. So, anything will get in this pair of cuffs. But I'm telling you, they're a lot of fun. If you want to play with some cuffs, but not have to work too hard or practice too much, and you just want to pop out of them, have some fun, and get out of them easy ways and things like that, get the ASP Sentries. They're just fun. They're a fidget toy for your wrists. You know what I mean? So, I think you should do that. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna bounce out. This has been fun. I did my product, kind of checking. I know what modifications I need to make on each of my tools. I'm gonna kind of go through that, check that out, and then, see if I can get better at what I'm doing. So, thank y'all very much. Shacklemen Cuff Club, Mitten Made Lock Sport, Not Too Dead, and me, Stu Two Locks, the great Stu Dini. I appreciate y'all coming by.